Is literacy needed to have a language? By ENGL Walker. The myth took root in the early part of the 20th century with the introduction of phonics drills and skill sheets. Children practiced learning letter-sound relationships and memorizing spelling rules before doing any reading at all. With the 1930s came the look-same method, which advocated learning whole words children met in basal readers and on flashcards. However, the pendulum swung back in the 1960s with much educational research that concluded that children learn to read well only if primary programs emphasize systematic, explicitly taught phonics. In addition, a group of educators believed that reading comprehension could not be taught, but could only be caught. How? The learner's intelligence and experience would enable him or her to catch meaning from the text. During the past 20 years, research conducted by Marie Clay, David Pearson, and other educators have challenged the myth. Researchers have shown good readers of all ages continually use what they know and have experience to understand reading materials. As readers decode and link what they know to a book they are reading, they also use strategies such as making connections, predicting, questioning, and painting mental pictures, all of which enable children to become lifelong partners. These researchers refuted the myth's focus on phonics and decoding skills only in the lower grades, as well as the expectation that children magically know how to read to learn by grade 4. They showed teachers how comprehension strategies can and should be taught in grades K through 8 and pointed out that while readers are decoding, they are also working hard to understand what they are reading. But what about the disabilities? Many studies have shown that poor comprehenders show substantial deficits on a range of measures of oral language comprehension, including measures of vocabulary knowledge, listening comprehension, grammatical and morphological skills, in comparison with age-matched controlled children. Furthermore, there is evidence that these language deficits exist prior to learning to read, which supports the idea that they are plausible causes of these children's reading comprehension difficulties. Orthography is a spelling system in a written language. When orthography is created within a language that is only one set way with a set of rules, then this is typically called the syntax of a language. When in written context, we can still understand each other even with misspellings through context such as enough versus the correct spelling of enough, or though instead of though. According to Simons and Charles's book and study of research of languages, there are currently over 7,000 living languages, but only about 4,000 of them have developed a writing and reading system. A lot of these languages include signed languages of all different countries, amongst others that do not have reading or writing systems. And what is the conclusion? That languages and communities can thrive without having a language or needing to read. They can also thrive in the sense that they do not need the comprehension or reading skills to thrive in a society that does not particularly study it. And this is the end of the Myth Project.